This is bullshit.
Why did you do this? This is the worst.
Did we leave him in charge of getting the candy?
This is terrible. Welcome to I Don't Want to Grow Up, a podcast where two guys who promise just to eat a couple of Doritos in this bag. Oh my gosh, where did they all go? Talk about how things were infinitely better when they were kids, and spend an entire episode convincing themselves that they are right. I am Felix Cheeto Dust Fingertips Schlater.
I am Jordan Midnight Snacker Stratton.
Woo! And welcome to I Don't Want to Grow Up. We are in 2019, ladies and gentlemen. We are in video format, and today, we have a guest. We have a guest, and we are in video formats. Ladies and gentlemen, today, Stephen Cusato of Not Another Cooking Show.
Beautiful.
Hi.
Beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
Stephen, tell the people what it is you do and the service that you provide to them.
I host and create Not Another Cooking Show. It's a cooking show.
Just not another one.
It's just like it's another one.
It's not another one. No, it's
literally
specifically not.
This title
I've
dictates.
seen it. It's not.
The title is it's multifunctional. At first you're saying, ugh, not another
At least you're saying, at first you're saying,
First you're like,
and then you
no.
watch it and you're like, it's not another cooking show.
ooh, I like that.
Right?
Ooh, I like that.
So it's like taking all the vibes of cooking shows, cooking videos on the internet, stuff I grew up on, YouTube vloggy type stuff, and kind of mashing it all into this style that I feel like hasn't really been explored in like the food world. So
Yeah, I think it showed too. I mean, if you look at the way that you've grown last year, it's absurd. I mean, crazy popular. I think you just capped 100K
woo, congratulations.
on
Thank
YouTube.
you.
You got your silver
Unbelievable.
play button.
ooh, that felt
I
good.
pretended like I had one by
We
holding yours.
We spent the morning cooking with
I'll
you.
sell it to you. How much?
I've got a glass of pineapple and vodka that I'm willing
Okay.
to give to you.
And speaking of pineapple and vodka, on the show, we like to drink. And usually we like to pick a drink that coincides with the topic at hand. In this case, we're talking about snacking. But because we have a guest on the show, we like to let them pick out what we're drinking. And today, Stephen picked out pineapple juice and vodka.
It's got to be Tito's. Tito's.
It's got to be Tito.
can't
Sorry,
just-
we're highbrow
You
here.
can't just say pineapple and vodka.
It's got to
You
be
gotta say Tito's and
pine.
vodka.
Tito's and pineapple?
Oh no, I was just gonna say. See, that's part of my little kind of speech impediment. I'll just say
Oh,
I'll say
that.
pineapple and vodka when I want to say pineapple. I'm just like I've dyslexia. My whole brain just.
We already broke him. We already broke him.
broke me.
We did it so soon.
I
Which
gotta
means we've
go.
got a great
I have to
starting
leave.
point.
I'm so excited. So, Stephen, why is Tito's and vodka and pineapple? Why is it so delicious? Why is this your drink of choice?
This is what I drink when I'm on vacation, which these days is pretty rare.
This is the most like tropical beverage I've had
It's
in,
so
in
good.
months, in
It's
and it's
years.
simple,
good.
right? It's not like
No.
some complicated drink.
You don't need
that
some
somebody can
liqueurs.
mess up.
You don't
right?
need some fancy sweeteners. You just got two things.
It's so good.
And so I haven't been on vacation in a while, so like sometimes when I just want to pretend,
Yeah, you're a New Yorker.
I'll suck back.
You
on a
live in the
pineapple
Great
beat.
White North, right? That's
Yes.
Canada, right? That doesn't matter.
Is it?
It's more cold here than it is in Virginia Beach, where we're from.
This is true. It's very warm in Virginia.
So you like to fantasize about some tropical locales that you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I see. I appreciate that. I do like it. You're drinking like candy. This is wonderful.
It's
I'm so
so
Well, did I not
delicious.
put enough vodka? Yeah.
It needs to. You need to taste the regret.
Yeah, I
Jordan.
need to feel
It's
like
gotta have a little bite.
I need to.
If
It needs to feel like it's
You know what?
attacking
Give me a bite.
If there's no bite, then
I'm feeling a little peckish.
you know. Why don't we top off?
There you go.
The little
Top
boy
us
right
up,
there.
right?
Yeah, that's right. I like it. I like it.
But today we are talking something that is pertinent to our guest at hand, which again, like you heard at the intro, Stephen runs and hosts and operates a show called Not Another Cooking Show, where he cooks up delicious dishes, teaches you, the viewer, how to do so during the week. Just stuff that you think, oh no, I could never be a chef. I could never be a cook. He breaks those things down for you and says, no, actually you can. And I know this for a fact because I have followed one of his recipes and have in fact made a dish or two from his show. And
what
it
did you
was
make?
Received. I made
what was it?
I made the weekday sauce,
Beautiful.
and then the
What's the weekday sauce? Tell me about that.
It's basically.
First off, how do you not know?
First of all, I'm talking for our listeners. I
Oh,
obviously
okay.
know.
Oh, sure. If a listener
Come on.
was,
Sure, I see.
You know, in case anyone else doesn't know.
it's basically like a like if you want like a spaghetti and a red sauce during the week without buying like a ragu or a prego, and you want to hand make it. Steven teaches you
Essentially,
how to
it
do
was
so.
my greatest moment of branding and marketing.
Yeah.
It's a regular tomato sauce. It's my version of making it quickly from scratch.
Yeah.
From a can with whole peeled tomatoes without using a jar. I wanted to create the fastest, quickest, easiest way to make good tomato sauce any night of the week. And everyone knows what Sunday sauce is, that meat sauce that takes hours and hours to make. So it's like, I've never heard of a weekday sauce, which is what I usually make.
Brilliant.
I've just
A
never
fraction
called
of
it
the
that.
time.
Absolutely brilliant.
And yeah, I mean, just calling it weekday sauce as opposed to like my tomato sauce on YouTube, I think made a big difference.
Branding,
And
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
branding.
It's all about.
Never
That's
fails.
it. It's that thumbnail. It's the title.
It's that BS Bachelor's of Science and Marketing.
So it gets you
Pays off.
100K on YouTube. That's what it's all about.
But today, because Steven is so engulfed in the culinary field, we thought it would be fun to explore the topic of snacks.
We're not talking about full course meals.
No.
We're talking about those guilty
no.
pleasures that you like to hide away. People don't necessarily know about those.
And
No.
we got a fun surprise at the end of the episode, so don't skip ahead, don't scrub ahead. Just you know what? Chill and sip on your vodka, ice, and pineapple juice. We call it a VIP here in New York.
Oh man, I need a
Wow.
whole episode
How does he do
on
it?
just the VIP.
Just on marketing? I got you.
Okay.
But actually, right now, we are recording this podcast, audio and video format, in the legendary and one and only 368. For those of you who don't know, this is Casey Neistat's space, and we are sitting in this space recording a podcast. It's surreal. It's fantastic.
And we're talking about snacks.
And we're
Like the
talking
most-
about snacks. What
the
This
most
is what Casey
basic.
Neistat dreamed of.
This is
What
what
a
he
life.
thought about. Someday, 3 random guys are going to talk about fruit gushers
Yeah.
in this basement,
This is fantastic. This is
drinking
fantastic.
vodka.
drinking VIPs.
Oh. So actually, before we showed up here, we were on Steven's show, which we'll link up here and in the description if you guys want to check out that episode.
Yeah,
of
I get
his
these
show.
guys holding knives and trying to do things.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Bunch of
I'm
clowns
missing a
over
few
there.
fingers, and we ate some spicy arrabbiata.
Oh my God, you
Arrabiata. You know, it's like sometimes when you're around people who like bring you down. It's like I can't. When you guys try and say
Yeah.
the word, I can't say it.
Arrabiata.
Arrabiata. The
Arrabiata.
is ara.
Arrabiata.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
Offensive.
We'll keep trying.
Arrabiata.
There it is.
Arrabiata.
That's why he has so many followers.
Right. So we're going to take all of
So
his
many
audio and
subscribers.
we're going to dub it every single time we try and say it. But as we do on this show, this is where we talk about the topic at hand and we discuss what was it like as a kid. And in this case, we're talking about snacks. So we're going to open it up to the table right now.
Oh,
Snacks,
man.
guys, snacks is a big deal.
Well, it's weird. I was a picky eater as a kid.
Oh.
So snacks are probably your bread and butter. I mean, well, not literally.
Did you-
you
I mean,
eat
I-
bread and butter as a
Did
snack?
you eat bread and butter?
I actually add butter and saltines.
Oh my God.
What?
Before you get into this, I need to talk about a really gross story that I just remembered. I'm really ashamed of.
I'm ready.
Okay, so when I was I must have been 4 years old, and
Teen?
I knew how to open a refrigerator apparently.
Yeah.
And my parents found me. They walked into the kitchen, and I literally just had a stick of butter that I was holding like an ice cream cone, and
were
I was
just
just
eating the
going
stick of
at
butter?
it, just going to town on a stick of butter.
And that young girl's name? Paula Dean.
yeah,
Well,
and
I
it
wish-
explains so much about me, right?
I wish that was like shocking to me.
Did you do the same
But-
thing? Did you do
Well,
the same
shocking
thing?
as in that you thought
but
you knew
with
that Jordan
a tub
did-
of margarine while drunk in high school.
Oh no, you had a decade of
What
age
is
of me.
wrong with you people?
There's a reason
was
why it's so
young.
delicious.
No, it wasn't delicious. What are you talking
There's a reason
about?
why
Yeah,
it makes
Jordan.
you hate yourself.
It was disgusting.
There we go.
Good.
That's
it
it.
wasn't
It was
good.
clearly to impress somebody that I was at a party with.
What was her name?
Who are
it
you
was
impressing?
no one. It was friends.
No,
In
it was
general.
Noah.
So was this a
Friends
dare?
of mine.
Was this a dare you're talking about?
I just remember eating it and being like, why am I doing this? But it's also like, why can't I stop?
You're drunk at a party?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And
High
you're,
school.
And you're how old? 16?
17, 18.
Okay. And you're just chilled out in a recliner, lazy
You know
boy.
what happens at the end of the night? You know, you're in the kitchen hanging out.
I don't know if I do. I think you need to paint me
Yeah,
a picture.
so for those of us who, our listeners who might not know, those lame ass.
Oh, it could have been
those
a dare.
losers who weren't invited to parties.
It's one of those things where like you do it and people start laughing, so you keep doing it.
Oh no!
Embarrassingly.
How much of the Steven, how much of the butter did you eat?
Making content, baby.
This
That
content,
was actually today's episode. With just Steven eating butter. Arrabbiata.
Oh, God. I don't know. You know,
Don't know how much of the butter you ate.
I think I ate a lot of it.
To this
So
day,
confirmed
more-
all of it.
all of
Man,
it.
what am I admitting to? What did you guys?
Welcome to Confessions. It's hosted by Usher.
My reputation.
Come on out.
It's like punked, but
it's just Usher.
Usher hosts it.
Oh, it's his
man.
vodka. It's that truth serum.
I love it.
He gets it all- those
And the
VIPs.
best part is you pick the drink.
That's right. You did this to yourself.
So you ate a whole tub of butter when you were in high school.
Yeah.
Jordan ate a whole stick.
Shenanigans.
And I, like a normal human being, didn't do either.
You didn't.
I don't know that I ever ate a whole thing of butter in
I know
stick
you-
or tub form.
How did
sure
we get
you-
into talking about eating butter?
We're traversing down this
I like
road.
to-
Let's go.
It's under the umbrella of you ate something that I know you're ashamed about when you were a kid because you finally had access to it. You had to. Everyone did. You ate
What?
you ate an entire bag of chips.
Okay,
You ate an entire
I
carton
do
of
remember.
Oreos.
I do remember going to the store and buying an entire, like the family size bag of white chocolate Hershey treasure chests because they were like the big like bars. I ate the whole bag. I didn't eat white chocolate for like 5 years. I didn't eat white chocolate for so long.
You ate it in one night.
Yeah, it
one
was
sitting.
the cookies and cream. You
So
know what I'm
they're
talking about?
huge.
They were gigantic.
Yeah.
I ate the whole thing in one sitting. I didn't eat white chocolate for like 5 or 6 years. I was so sick.
I still will not eat a Junior Mint today because
Yeah.
I love that snacks are like what was ruined for us. Like that's all it was about childhood.
because I had one at a gas station once.
Did you find it?
With the no, I bought it and
Oh,
then
it was, like,
I was
on
next
the
to my
ground
dad
wrapped?
pumping the gas, and I got the gas fumes while I was eating the minty menthol chocolate. And
Instantly ruined.
oh my god, like nauseatingly ruined.
When's the last time you had a Junior Mint?
Have you still?
That day.
No.
So-
When I was like 6 or 7
we
years
could have
old.
bought it today.
I didn't buy any. No.
Regrets.
Regrets.
Thank God.
As we do on the show, we talk about what snacks were like as a kid.
Clearly, they're disgusting because
We eat
They're ruining our lives.
Gas-flavored, gas-powered Junior Mints.
Just move on from that.
Wait, okay, so
I like that we're stuck on how gross Junior Mints are when before that we just talked about eating butter. Straight,
so butter and
straight
Junior
off the
Mints.
stick.
So wait, okay, so I'm gonna pose a question to you two, and then I'll throw it to me. But what was the go-to snack as a small child?
I think for me, it had to be Oreos.
Ooh.
I mean, even to this
a
day,
classic.
an Oreo with milk.
It does something.
Did you
to
eat it quote correctly, or did you just scarf it down?
That's an
What,
objective.
what does
decision.
that even mean?
Right.
Like so.
What if you don't have milk?
That's what I'm saying. So quote correct. I just scarf them because
I
they're
actually
delicious.
like the cookie. I'm
Better than the
weird.
cream?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No,
Some-
I'm a cookie through and through.
Sometimes, like, there's,
I like them
there's
all.
so many ways to eat an Oreo, right?
Explain every single one.
Okay.
In detail, please.
First,
Oh,
you
he's
just
going
pop,
for it.
You pop the Oreo. Right?
Okay.
You get
Sure.
the whole contrast
Yeah, a
of
spoonful of
texture, the
sugar.
crunchy, the soft cream.
Sure.
I'm ready.
That's one way.
Fireworks of all.
Another
the
way is you
different
open it,
textures.
right? And
Yeah.
you kind
You
of
lick-
Use your
lick,
bottom teeth.
you
With
lick
your
the
bottom teeth, they
cream.
take the cream off.
and then you have the cookie. You get to enjoy each aspect of both.
Which I never understood because then you're stuck eating the cookie without the cream, which apparently
which
Jordan likes.
I love.
And yeah,
There's a
and
reason.
all normal people do.
It's like, look, let me explain it to you like this.
Yeah, no. For
You're eating
them,
pizza. You're
not for
eating
me.
pizza.
Like
You're
I
eating-
do
Everyone loves pizza.
with
Sure.
Oreos on it.
Like the whole part that you're there for is the cheese, the bread, and the sauce. But then you
And
get
all the
down
books
to,
that I read.
Then you get down to the crust, and some people love the crust.
Is it
they get to
stuffed
just
crust?
enjoy the taste of the bread. It's not stuffed crust.
Oh, it's just the crust.
Just basic crust.
And that's not you.
I do enjoy that if the crust is good. If it's
You
good
gotta
dough.
appreciate the crust.
The cookie is good.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on my own side, man.
By the way,
Okay?
I actually believe
This is the Felix is Wrong podcast.
Hey,
the cookie for the Oreo is the exact same cookie as a chocolate Teddy Graham. I think.
Oh, bold claim.
I'm pretty positive.
I think you might be right.
You have to taste it. You can't make that up.
No, I mean we had the chocolate.
ladies and gentlemen, we have a whole room full of people who are about to be on the podcast. How you guys doing?
Good, we're just wanting to show them.
Oh, okay. You guys wanna share your opinion on snacks? That's what we're talking about.
What's your number one childhood go-to snack?
Cheetos Dunkaroos.
Oh shit, Dunkaroos.
This chocolate covered donuts.
Wait, what?
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I know what you're talking about.
How
Yeah.
the did we not get Dunkaroos?
We're like
They don't
4
make 'em
minutes into the episode.
They don't make them anymore, man.
No, but
That's
we
the
didn't
point.
buy Dunkaroos.
Thank you guys. You're beautiful. Dunkaroos. Yeah, they don't make them anymore. What the
No.
hell happened to Dunkaroos?
Racism.
That's what happens.
Because it was the Australian guy posing as a kangaroo.
Yeah.
And it was like,
We're not about this
no
anymore.
one likes this.
No, we're not about it.
Devin.
Yeah. Oreos.
Oreos.
Same thing as Teddy Grahams.
My jam.
Chocolate Teddy
So
Grahams.
chocolate Teddy Grahams are basically like
I
the
think-
leftover Oreo.
I mean, isn't it all Nabisco?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't
It's
know.
like it's like
Let's bring out the board. It's like a
Yeah.
bulletin board full of like red string.
Alec Baldwin.
you know, it's like a Ford and a Lexus. They're like the same car,
Sure.
Yeah, same company.
but different companies.
Yeah.
Different audiences.
They look the
It
same.
very much might be. Yeah. Ford and Nabisco.
We've unlocked it.
Yeah. Teslas are basically chocolate Teddy Grahams.
Oh my god.
Change my mind.
It's happening.
Now, here's the question: when you eat an Oreo,
Yeah.
do you dunk it? Some people are animals and they just drop the entire Oreo into the milk
What?
and then like spoon it out,
No. Wait, do you have to have a utensil to remove it?
or they'll just pick it out with their
With
hand.
their fingers like an
Who
animal?
knows? But
What?
they'll like throw the entire Oreo into the
Get
jar.
out of here. Have some class.
No.
Please. Wait.
No.
Are you
Well,
one
are
of
you
those?
okay?
Are you one of
You
those
okay?
people? Hold
No,
on a
no, no,
second.
no.
Is anyone here one of those people?
Of course not.
You're gonna put
What
your
you do
fingers in
is
milk?
you dip in
Yep.
and you hold.
Yeah, you do.
You do like a 3 to 5 second dunk and hold.
A 3 to 5
No
dunk and
more,
hold.
no less.
3 to 5 dunk and hold.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about it. All right.
And then what you're doing is you're dunking until you get down to like a certain amount,
Yep.
and then you just wash it all down. You have to commit to stopping eating Oreos at a certain point.
I don't understand these words that you're saying. To commit to stop.
You got to commit. I found that snacking is an act of restraint
Oh.
as an adult.
Okay.
As a kid, it's
We're not
We're
there
gonna
yet.
put a
We're
pin
not
in
there yet.
that.
We'll
We're
put a
gonna
pin
put
in
a
that.
pin in that binary
Now,
discussion.
But when I was a kid, snacks were restricted. Like
Sure.
it was a special time, right?
I think that was the biggest aspect.
It was
of
the biggest draw.
There's a
Okay, so
there's a gateway to snacks.
So
as a kid.
speaking of
Right.
that, I want to throw something into the discussion, especially as kids, right?
Yep.
Brand name versus discount snacks. I want to throw this discussion
Oh, this is not even
into
a
the
question.
ring. Oh,
Mr. Palate over here has
You're
an
not
answer.
you're not getting away with the same experience if you buy the discount.
explain. I want to know because
I'll just
you know.
say bagged cereal. Are you kidding me?
It's like
Sure.
Twizzlers versus Red Vine.
Oh, wow! We just a whole army of folks just started typing on their
Ladies and
keyboards
gentlemen, that's
right
called,
now.
That's called foreshadowing.
right now, right now. And you know what? That's okay. We're here about controversy. We're here about what's right and what's wrong. We're here about the people.
Shit.
But the thing about it, like as a parent right now, like in the current day, which we'll get into, the idea of like $5.99 for brand name versus $2.99 for discount, and it's like, oh, I could buy twice as much of the discount for brand name. It's like in my brain, it's like that makes a whole lot of
No,
sense.
you get what you pay for, my man.
Exactly. And as a kid, I was like, I don't want to go to school with this.
Right.
What's a Funkaroo? I don't want to go to school with a Funkaroo.
Is that a real
Is
thing?
Funkaroo real?
I
Is
don't
that the
know. What's a
off-brand Dunkaroo?
Boreo? I don't.
It's exactly what it
Boreos
sounds
are
like. It's a
rice.
Boreo.
Our Boreos are rice.
But
is?
yeah, no.
Yeah.
So like,
Of course he knows that.
It's risotto rice.
Of course he
You
does.
ding dong.
Come on.
Come on.
yeah, ding dong. All of you watching who didn't know that,
Yeah.
but it was the idea. I remember my dad being a military man. We had two kids in the family. He was like, oh, Yeah. Who needs Cheez-Its? These are cheeses. Let's get cheeses. And which is very similar to Jesus.
Jesus. Who needs Cheez-Its when you got Jesus?
That was actually their slogan.
Hey guys, I'm your youth pastor Craig.
It was Jim.
Welcome
It was
back.
Jim Caviezel on the cover, just selling cheeses. Just like
Did you guys go see The Passion of the Christ in theaters?
I
Yes.
didn't.
Eating
I
popcorn.
did too.
He's eating popcorn.
You ate popcorn
No.
while your Lord and Savior's getting just
Such
destroyed?
a bizarre movie. to
Someone
go
else
see.
might have. I wasn't. I was eating cheeses.
Jesus.
Jim
While I watched
Caviezel, you don't
Jesus.
hear from him after that.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Bold move.
Jim Caviezel. I remember at the beginning of the movie, one guy yelled out, "I know how it ends." Like I think we all.
You're not wrong, Troy. But
He's eating his Funkaroos.
there's something about off-brand that so my wife is gluten-free.
Okay.
So a lot of things we just avoid, like any type of gluten. We don't go for the substitutes because they're just usually terrible, but for a reason. There's a reason why gluten is that thing that binds things together and makes it so delicious when you actually
The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, gluten-free
Bite
pasta
Jesus.
is like an oxymoron. a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
hard because it's before it looks fine,
Sure.
when it's in the pot or it's in the pan, but like once you put it in, it's how it breaks down. It's because that gluten isn't holding things together. That's the way every off-brand thing tasted like. It just the way it broke down in your mouth.
was.
It just was off. It was
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it's their best estimation as to however
Right.
the top brand made it.
Right.
There's just a room full of people being like,
It's like Coca-Cola. They're like,
So
we
Mountain Dew."
have our secret recipe locked in a safe and vault.
Yeah.
And cola comes along.
RC.
RC comes along.
what if we just did cocaine?
They're like, it's
and
got to
then
be some
made the Coca-Cola?
sarsaparilla or some, let's just kind of make it up.
So is the one thing that's missing? Like I feel like flavor. They get pretty close. I'll give it to them.
Sure.
But it's about, and I hate that I'm saying this. This sounds so pretentious. But it's about mouthfeel.
Wait. So okay. Are there
The chef himself is laughing at me.
are there any off brands that you guys prefer?
I say mouthfeel so seldom.
So rarely.
That
Sure.
The fact that you're referring to it in this conversation
Yeah.
is
The
comical to
mouthfeel
me.
of this
I
conversation.
regret everything.
So as kids, it was important that we were seen with these brand names, right?
Yeah.
I don't
whether
think
it was-
I don't think it was about being seen with the brand.
Okay, let
Oh,
me
I think
let
it
me
was
paint you a picture.
Steven.
Steven. Let me paint you a picture, okay? So you
Let me
show
teach you
up-
about two boys
show
who
up-
appreciated their image.
You show up to fourth grade lunch, right? Jordan sits next to you, and he pulls out the Little Debbie, the snacks. And you pull out Tiny Bebby. You pull out these off-brand, they were 69 cents cheaper.
Tiny
They were-
Bebby.
Yeah,
Bebby.
yeah, Little Debbie and Tiny Bebby.
Sure.
So you pull out these snacks. How hard are you getting joked on right now? Because you pulled out Tiny Bebby and Jordan's got Little Debbie.
In all her glory.
Yeah, and you're sitting here eating this not quite as cakey, fake
It's a little
chocolate.
It's a little chalky. The mouth feels a little
Yes,
off.
chalky.
The
The mouth feel.
Were you a fourth grader discussing mouthfeel with your peers?
This little baby.
This Tiny Bebby.
Tiny
I'm trying to think. Because when I was snacking, wasn't always in school.
That's true. That's
Okay.
also true.
Okay, but okay,
you were
but
at the cafeteria. Your
Sure.
snacks were again controlled.
But the point I'm trying to make here is the clout that some snacks had.
Well, here's the thing.
Like kids know.
Which
Oh, they
house?
know.
Here's where clout came in.
Hufflepuff.
Is whose house had the good snacks?
my
after
brother.
School.
Let me tell you. Yeah. We didn't have a lot of good snacks in the Stratton home, okay? We didn't have, we had tortilla chips and salsa. We had the basics. We had Oreos on a special occasion. But then I'd go to my friend's house who had Nutter Butters and Star Crunches.
You went to a house and there was a snack cabinet.
A snack drawer.
Or a drawer.
Right? Designated for
How
snacks.
do you live like this?
What? Goldfish just for me?
Oh, with my name on it?
What?
The Jordans?
Unbelievable. I feel like that was more important because you realize the kids who had it anytime they wanted it.
Yeah.
You
It's
come to
true.
school, it's like you can hide your
in
your
a Ziploc
tiny
bag.
bebbies
In a Ziploc
bag
bag.
under the table while you
Sure.
snack on it.
Sure. But when you went to a sleepover and some kid pulled out the fake goldfish, you could tell.
Yeah,
You could
know.
absolutely tell.
the golden whales or whatever they're called. What are they? Are they whales?
Okay.
Cheese whales? I don't know.
Nowadays, we
Hit
have
me.
goldfish, right? But you walk into Whole Foods and now they got like Annie's.
The Annie's.
Goldfish.
That's true.
The cheddar
So, like,
bunnies.
are
They're
those-
called cheddar
are those-
bunnies,
are those-
and they're not as good.
Let's come back.
Are we saying those are not a cheaper version or an elevated version?
Cheaper.
Oh, wow.
But they cost more.
Yeah, they're garbage. The thing
They don't
is,
have the preservatives that I need.
The thing is that with goldfish, even within the goldfish family,
Oh my
there
God.
are two different types.
I've never been happier.
There's like there's like a flattened baked and a puff baked.
Same mouthfeel.
Yeah. No. No.
I'm not as
No.
nuanced in the goldfish game.
Oh
as you
my
guys are.
God.
Goldfish game?
Everybody clear your schedules for just a little bit. Let me talk to you.
Oh my God! Stop. We're done here. We're done here.
I love like goldfish is like one of the only snacks that I'll like connoisseur. Seriously, my wife will go out and buy different types of like the Pepperidge Farm goldfish, and there are ones that are like flattened. They come in like the small snack packs,
no.
and then like the bigger ones, and the bigger ones are no good. And I remember talking with my wife saying like, no, these are not as good. She goes, they're the same thing. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. And she ate both of them side by side. She realized they're not the same thing. So we're going to get into
We'll go
snacks
there.
as adulthood. Eventually.
Right.
So as kids, brand name versus non-brand name was not an issue so much for you.
To be honest, when I was snacking hard,
Which was how long ago? Just like last week?
Back when I had a problem.
When I was
When I was
snacking hard.
snacking hard.
I was at home, like by myself. So, no one's snooping on my snacking at night. So
Snooping on a snacking.
Oh, that's stupid. That's a shirt. Hashtag snack snooping.
Snack snooping. No, but I mean,
but
snack
I understand
snooping.
what you're saying. If you head into school and you don't have,
Dude, it's like a Jordan versus Payless situation.
Yeah. So you gotta have the real thing.
But you're right. The Ziploc
it's like
bag.
wearing Oakley's versus Folkley's.
Yeah. You go down to that like seedy alleyway down in Times Square.
Canal Street.
And they pull the tiny bebbies out of their trench coat.
We're like 3 blocks away from where all that
we
happens.
could actually do that right now.
We could go get some tiny
You can get
bebbies
some
from
tiny
Roderick.
bebbies
Tiny bebbies.
right on Canal Street. Canal Street and
This guy knows the bebby
Lafayette.
game.
He knows where the tiny
He
bebbies
knows
are.
the bebby game.
you get some Folkleys
Oh, yeah,
and some
God.
tiny bebes.
We're just walking down the street in slow motion in sunglasses, eating
I'm
fake little
I love that
Hostess.
it's called tiny and then bebes, like baby in Spanish is B-E-B-E with
Like
the
Bebe's kids.
accent on it.
Like
Yeah.
a
Bebes.
cool day when I was a kid was like one of my parents had gone to Canal Street and got a pair of Folkleys for me.
Whoa.
no.
That was like,
That was
no,
the highlight.
you didn't.
Wait, did you wear them
That
to
was
school?
before I'd ever been to Canal Street. And then I went and I was like, this is the place you're going? Are you kidding me?
You're
this
leaving
is-
me at home to go do
no,
this?
No. I didn't think it was cool.
He thought it was lame.
I was
he
like-
thought it was the Disneyland
I thought
before.
Canal Street was this magical place
Wait, it's
where
not?
you could get anything you wanted in the world.
How far is Canal Street
But it
from
was
right
just
here?
For
cheaper
a
and
fraction
fake.
of the price.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I got there and was like, I don't like Canal Street.
Wait a minute.
This is not
The
what I
tiny
understand.
bebbies. The smell alone.
Tiny bebbies.
The mouthfeel alone. I'm not a fan.
It felt unsafe a little bit.
It mouth felt unsafe.
So apparently snacks as a kid, you didn't want to be seen with the tiny bebbies. You didn't want to go to Canal Street to buy Folkleys. But we get it. We're all there. We're all in that place. But we are currently in the part of the show now where we switch over to the Twitter poll. We put out a little question and a little poll to you folks on the internets and the interwebs to ask you guys, Jordan.
Guys, this week we asked you a very important question.
I don't remember what the question was. I would have said it, but I forgot.
I like that you so casually
Yeah,
handed it over to
yeah.
me. This week we asked you guys, when's the best time for a snack?
Ooh.
Right? Because, I mean, I'm snacking all the time, but not everyone's like me. Not everyone's like us. Maybe you like off-brand. Maybe you're going to Canal Street to buy your little bebbies. Tiny bebbies.
It's just, that's the theme song.
That's right.
What a terrible theme song.
So in this case, we gave you guys 4 options when your preferred snacking time is. And In this case, I'm going to go from the least voted for.
Wait, what are the options? Because I didn't actually vote.
Okay, first of all, rude.
Yeah.
Your own show.
Well, you have a podcast?
We're going to go from the least voted for to the most voted for, and Felix will find out along the way what the hell we're talking about. So in this case, and this is a first, 0% voted for the popular midnight snack option. No one's getting up at midnight in the middle of the night. You're restless.
No one is a midnight snacker.
You're a tossin', you're a turnin'. And yet you don't get up to go open the fridge for the third time that night, even though you already know what's in there, and you cobble something together.
0 people are midnight snackers.
No one's midnight snackers.
That's
unreal.
insanity.
Okay, so we're not even talking about you guys. It's fine because no one's out there. But in third place at 8%, a measly 8%, we have the spoiling dinner crowd. Right?
Oh, okay. So
these are the people who you're eating between meals, right?
Sure.
It's like you don't care. You're going to come up. You're going to have a beautiful, nutritious meal, right?
Which I will say,
an exquisite
I will
meal.
say, I feel like it was not even a week ago. You and I had this conversation where we talked about like okay, so me for example, leaving work, it's like 5:45 p.m. I'm on my way home to go see my beautiful family for dinner, and I'm like 4 minutes away from home, and I could go straight to go to my neighborhood, or I could go left because there's a Taco Bell over there.
No.
And then eat Taco Bell and then go home and then scarf down dinner. You have admitted to me the number of times that you were on your way home to eat dinner and you're like, yeah, I'll go a burger real quick.
Don't throw me right under the bus.
That's fine.
I wasn't volunteering this. You just decided to out me right now.
Steven, how many times have you spoiled dinner? Because
For a man
you were,
who loves to make his own dinner.
right, but you were like, you know what?
Me? I don't never spoil dinner.
That's the thing.
Dinner
It's
is
like,
my favorite
guy is
thing.
his favorite. It's his favorite thing in the world is making his own delicious,
Me too.
exquisite meal.
But eating before I
What am I
eat-
gonna ruin dinner with Tiny Debbie's?
Oh, before we go to noodles tonight, I'm going to eat a burger.
it's gonna happen.
But that's not ruining dinner.
I've
That's
seen him do it.
extending dinner.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, how many
It's
times
just-
have you extended dinner?
It's extended dinner.
I love eating.
I love eating all the literally. Felix and I are in New York, and we were thinking about our schedule, and we're like, well, then we'll go meet Steven, and then we have to eat lunch.
Yeah. But then we
and then
eat
we have to.
after that.
We'll eat dinner later, but before that, we'll probably do something. I don't
For
know.
all the food stuff we did, like I haven't eaten really all day, and I'm fucking starving.
I ate all of your pasta. I literally
That's
ate
true.
all
We ate
of
all
your pasta.
on your show.
We're gonna cut to me holding a plate of your pasta and eating it.
So not a fan. We like spoiling dinner, but I don't think it's not what I chose. You didn't vote clearly, but not a lot of fans for spoiling dinner. They like dinner themselves.
No, give me that savory.
Y'all love your dinner, but
Savory is better than sweet to me.
Ooh, that's good.
Bold call.
Put a pin in
Put
that.
a
I
pin.
want to talk about that when we're adults.
third place we have the pre-bedtime ritual.
Oh.
This is the late at night. You're talking like after dinner, not quite. You're binge watching something on Netflix.
Sure.
You're watching Parks and Rec for the 5th time, but you're like, you know what sounds good? Life cereal right now. You don't have to put time in it.
Sure.
But you need something that's sustenance and sweet and carb loaded.
100 p.
Yeah.
Described my wife
Yes.
because we're sitting
the same
down.
page.
We're about to start watching Parks and Rec, and she says, "Do you want to make some popcorn?" It's not, "Hey, will you go make some popcorn?" It's, "Do you want to make some popcorn?"
It's peer pressure.
Yeah, it is, and I give in every time.
Like a high school student being offered a cigarette.
Yeah.
Felix
No,
has to be
she's
faced with
testing.
popcorn.
She's testing.
I smoke a cigarette and I fail every
asking you.
time.
She's waiting for
Steven,
you to say no. She doesn't want
and
popcorn.
I will never. I fail every
no,
time.
she's not waiting. She is anticipating him saying yes.
She
because
wants to be
yes
allowed.
is going to make her happy.
That's right.
And if
Your
she
yes.
knows, if you can just run down and make a little popcorn late at night, you get brownie points.
Ooh, popcorn and brownies.
Brownies sound delicious.
Brownies sound great
Which I
right
will
now.
say,
The women know how to manipulate us.
and
telling
I'm
you.
okay with that. I'm okay with being
All about
manipulated
it.
at this point. I will say, for those of you watching and listening, pay attention, take notes, stop where you are, and I need you to pay attention to this. There is a ranch dry seasoning that is made.
Ooh.
Have you heard about this?
I use it.
You put it on your popcorn.
Oh, no, don't do that.
It's delicious. You put a little bit of the canola spray or like the drip butter.
You're breaking Steven right now.
All I want is the seasoning, and it's just the seasoning aspect of Doritos Cooler Ranch. I want a bottle,
Like a shaker.
yes.
Yeah.
There you
that.
go. We could just put
Why
it in a
is
food
Doritos
processor.
selling that?
Yeah. It's weird because Cool Ranch, the
First
flavor
off,
itself.
what the fuck is that seasoning?
First of all, no one knows
to
what it
get
is.
those colors.
It's chemicals. It's just chemicals.
It's graffiti. It's
Walter
graffiti
White
in the
makes
80s.
it.
It makes me sad to think what that could possibly be, but at the same time, there's no flavor.
There's nothing
that's
like that on the face of the earth, right?
It's so delicious.
Absolutely right. Like imagine
When you
your
get a
happiest
Dorito,
day.
when you get a Cooler Ranch Dorito that is doused in that, I searched the whole bag for just that one chip.
Do you lay them all out?
Spreads.
No, a flashlight in the bag, and I excavate. Down to the bottom.
He finds that perfect.
You
chip.
open the bag up upside down.
What?
Whoa, because that's
So
where all the seasoning is.
the seasoning
bottom.
settles.
But when you turn upside down, all the seasoning goes in the opposite direction.
No, but it's re-seasoning the chips.
It's reseasoning.
Ladies
It's
and
reseasoning
gentlemen,
the already seasoned.
Steve Cusato. All right, keep going with the Twitter poll.
All right, guys, but the number one spot, it can only be one, and it is a blowout this week at 69%. Nice. It is snacking all damn day.
Whoa!
That's not the move.
That's
Wait,
is that
how?
not the move?
That is not the move.
Steven, tell me what's the right move.
You know what? The thing about snacking is
Yeah.
why it was good as a kid.
Yeah.
It's because you had those gateways.
That's right. You had specific times.
Snacking is not fun when you could do it whenever you want. Like, yeah, being an adult is great. I can have a fucking cake whenever I want.
And eat it too.
But I don't have a cake all the time. So when I do have it, it's delicious.
It's special.
It's
but
special.
if you're having cake at 10 a.m., at
Imagine-
11 a.m.,
Imagine
at
if
2
cake was
p.m.
your regular routine.
What
How
if
much
you
would
were
you hate
listening
cake?
to cake while eating cake?
What if you had a short skirt and a long jacket?
Long.
So, like, I don't ever
Jacket.
drink
There it
soda.
is.
You don't drink soda. I don't either, actually.
Every
I don't
once
either.
in a while, though, I'll be in a situation where I have a Coke.
Yeah.
And it's
How's
fucking
it feel?
delicious.
Right? Isn't it the best thing in the world?
Because I know
Even
it's
though-
only this moment. Like I'm not gonna fall into like a Coca-Cola addiction afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like I have the Coke here.
Stephen Cusato, Coke addict.
They actually
that
put
soundbite
cocaine
in
in.
there.
They used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they did.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
For real.
Yeah.
What a wild place that was.
Man. So Coke was way better as a kid. Way better. It's special because you're not doing it all the time, right?
Yeah.
Because of Coke, like you have every now and then you
And
have a
come
Coke.
on, if you're gonna snack all day, you're gonna be a fat ass.
It's true. You gotta deal with the
I'm struggling all
consequences.
day. Like I barely eat, and I'm turning
You're
into
still
a fat
doing it.
ass for the show. So I'm like fighting fat assness every day.
Fighting fat assness. There's
Yes.
the title.
It's
The
a
new
battle.
book by Chad
got it.
Palahniuk. Fight Club sequel.
It's like the
You know
thing-
how you fight it?
Tell me.
You don't snack all day.
You don't do it.
You can't do it.
You gotta actually prioritize
You
the
know how you
snacking
fight
hours.
it? Don't.
Don't.
Do it.
Now you go to your jar, your little snack jar,
Yeah.
and you take your portion out. You take 4 pieces of candy out, and that's all you
I
get.
gotta make portions. I gotta do math. I gotta look at like the amount that I actually want to eat.
I don't know about
As
this.
opposed to bringing the whole bag with you.
Yeah.
I don't know about
But
this.
think how fun that sounds.
I don't know about this.
You have no limits.
Not like this.
If you bring the whole
Not like
bag
this.
of Oreos upstairs with you,
Boreos.
you're they go so fast, and you peek into
true.
the sleeve.
I don't care how much
you're
milk
like,
you
there's only 10 left.
What are you gonna do? Not eat all
We're gonna
10?
put the
Yeah,
10
you
back
idiot.
into the
schmuck,
cabinet.
You idiot.
Come on. All right, so even though 69% of you, nice, all say that snacking all damn day is the way to be, our guest here,
Let me tell you something, guys.
the champion of mouthfeel
Let me
himself.
save your life right now. Don't snack all day.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So we've talked about what snacks were like.
We've talked
when we
about
were
too
kids.
much.
You know, just don't do off-brand. Just don't. Especially as a kid because of the
Why don't you
clout
spend
factor.
the extra $1? Don't do what my dad did and get the cheap toilet seat.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's a whole different snack.
Oh, that's some childhood psychology right there.
And you know, we've talked to you, the viewer, the listener, on Twitter, and asked you what kind of snacks you're into. And you know, if you want to follow along with any future Twitter polls, follow us on Twitter at IDWGU. Pod. That's where we post.
IDWGU. Is that what it is?
Pod.
IDWGU pod. You got that right.
That just rolls off the tongue.
Right off
You
the
know,
tongue.
it's fantastic. Even in my buzzed and toasty state, I can name it. But this is the part of the show where we talk about what snacks are like now as adults. And so right now, I'm going to throw this question to the table. We're going to talk vices.
Vice? Okay.
Snack vices right now
Yep.
in our current state, 2019, October. What are your snack vices? You're walking past the grocery store aisle. You are maybe a little bit hungry, and you're thinking like, I shouldn't grab all this extra garbage, but you do it anyway. What are the snack vices you're throwing into your grocery cart, into your buggy, that the better part of you is trying to convince you that you shouldn't, but you do it anyway?
So here's the thing. I'm good at like not finding those things in the grocery store, being like, I'm gonna regret it if I pull that off the shelf and I bring that home.
But what are those things?
However, my wife is someone who, sometimes she works at a university, so sometimes she just has things gifted to her, as people in the academic realm are, right? And so there's, especially on holidays, sometimes we'll just have a bowl of like peanut M&Ms. Right?
Is that the vice?
Like we'll have like a candy dish, right?
So if
Basically,
there
I'm
were-
saying not necessarily peanut M&Ms, but if there's anything that's just out at the ready, just for me to grab as I'm passing through the kitchen or in the family room or wherever it's displayed, that's a problem for me.
So if there were a bowl of peanut M&Ms or
Stop
fill in the
doing
blank
this.
right here,
It would
what
all
was
be
the
in my
thing that
face.
you would not be? What is the one thing that you would not be able to resist?
It would be something. It would be something sweet. I'm gonna go with peanut M&Ms. It was my first go-to. I'm gonna say that's it.
Peanut M&Ms are fantastic.
They're great.
I prefer peanut M&Ms to regular M&Ms.
I do too.
Okay, Steven,
What's your go-to? What's the vice?
what's your go-to vice?
Do you don't understand? Like
I
go,
do!
I go.
want
I'm
it.
in the supermarket all the time.
Yeah.
We're actually
And-
recording this in a supermarket.
And then I hit that aisle where it's just all the Halloween candy right now.
Yeah, this is a bad time of year.
I don't think you figured out a way to rope a Halloween candy
It's
into
like-
that.
it's like-
You've
it's
been talking about
fucking
Halloween candy more today.
It's an entire aisle.
an
of
entire holiday.
An entire aisle of all of the best candy that you've ever had in
This
your
whole morning,
life.
Steven's been like, so what are we gonna talk about Halloween candy?
Yeah, are we doing
Or,
Halloween?
I feel like we need some Halloween candy.
So right now,
So just candy in general.
right
for
now,
you.
I'm all about that Kit Kat,
the-
that Kit Kat Reese's combo.
And it's that fun size too. So you can have like 12.
chef kisses.
First off, I realized something about Reese's.
Oh, tell me.
I had a resurgence of Reese's because they came out with thins.
A resurgence.
Oh.
Thins that don't have that stupid cupcake paper. that
Wh-
comes-
what?
Right?
It's just the chocolate and the peanut butter?
I was never into Reese's, like
I went
super
full screech
hardcore.
there.
Yeah.
You know how many steps you have to go through
So many.
to eat a Reese's Pieces?
You're unpeeling it like a banana,
Yes.
right? And then chocolate's coming off of it. So
That-
even if you eat the whole Reese's, you still got to lick the
I don't
chocolate
have one
off the
piece of paper to throw out. I
Right.
got two.
Yeah.
These were all barriers to entry for me.
We're destroying
which
the
is why
environment,
I
people.
historically always went straight Kit Kat.
Okay.
But now,
Yep.
they got these, right?
What?
Okay. Oh, you brought a sin into this podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh. He
And
brought
now-
visuals.
brought in the Reese's.
Now, Reese's Thins,
There's nothing else to
open
do.
them up. Oh my God,
Except
they're
to-
ready.
Steven,
Oh
why did
my
you do
God!
this?
I
Why
literally
did you
opened
do
it up
this
and
in
there's,
I just
there's
pop it in.
no. Well,
Get out of town. Forget about it.
You're fired. Get out. Why did you
I've
do
just
this,
tried
Joe?
another
Are
one.
these not better than
I've tried another one.
any Reese's you've ever had?
It's
be-
the manual labor that's involved.
These are.
right?
It's not a different formula.
Right.
It's just easier to eat. It makes it more delicious. Here you go. Have
They,
another one.
you know I want one. They streamlined it. Okay.
Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on.
That's fine.
Tell me what's going through your head right now.
A beach. With his VIP and my
Reese's
unwrapped
and a
Reese's.
PIV?
I'm on beach.
VIP.
A VIP? That's dyslexia right there. Is that? Can I ask you something? I've had a hypothesis for a while. Is there a mental dyslexia where
I'm
like
sure there is. I'm sure you visualize
can I
what that
say
word looks like.
something
Yeah.
backwards, but
You saw
I
in
can't
your
even
head.
figure this. I can't even figure.
You can't explain your explanation. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder you if you don't stop. Because you're the.
You don't even have your headphones on.
Are you doing
Look-
ASMR?
Look at all.
Look
at the
all
ASMR
these
video.
Reese's wrappers.
Part of me also wonders, were snacks as kids better because there was so much work involved? Because you had to dig down.
What bet?
Because, like, I don't know.
No, there was
while
not a
this
lot
is-
of work. Are you kidding me? Have you you ever recall what the end of the
kidding
Halloween night was like?
You idiot.
You filled up a f***ing pillowcase, an entire pillowcase full of free candy in one night.
Yep.
That was the easiest thing you could have ever done.
You went house to house
2
as
hours
a regular human.
for 2 hours.
And you got a
filled
sack
up
full.
filled up a
A
pillowcase.
pillowcase full. Yeah. But I think that's the point is like there was something special about reaching down and like digging for that Kit Kat that you really wanted, right? You don't want to dig through like the orange toffee pieces. You know what I'm talking about? That are like the off-brand.
What?
What?
What are orange toffee pieces?
Laffy Taffy?
Like the off-brand ones that don't have a label on it and they're just like orange
Why are we
and they're
obsessed
wrapped.
with the off-brands.
Dude,
Who's buying the off-brands?
Plenty
Guys,
of
A lot of people, Steven.
people
Not on Halloween.
So we talked about what our vices are now as adults, and apparently in this case, right for all of us, it's Reese's Thins where there's no paper. You just literally open it up and you eat a peanut butter cup, which is amazing. But I want to pose a question to you, Steven, and you, Jordan, and I will answer this question as well. But it's movie night. You've got friends over. What are the snacks that you're putting out on the table?
I'm cooking. I'm not putting out
this
snacks.
guy's going.
Tell me.
Let's start with
Tell me
him.
what you're cooking, Steve. Come on, let's
Movie
go.
night.
Movie night.
Well, it's got to be who I'm cooking for. Because I'm not cooking for me. I'm cooking for the person.
Sure.
Right.
So
So
say,
just
say I
hypothetical.
know you love pasta arrabbiata.
I love pasta arrabbiata. I'm cooking gummy bears.
I'll plan the whole night around that pasta.
Wow.
Have a nice dessert. Maybe I'll make a nice easy dessert, right? Where
Okay.
it's like,
What's that look
oh,
like?
we want some fun stuff. So I'll take some Halloween candy.
Ooh, topical.
I'll get some pound cake and some ice cream.
Yeah.
Dice it all up and make like a parfait, like a little pound cake,
God,
a little ice cream, some crumbled up peanut butter cups.
Why do we start with
on
him?
top?
It's perfect. It's
And
perfect.
then layer it on.
So you're gonna go with what the
make some-
guest wants.
I really want the guest to be like Like I've had,
make that noise.
I've had somebody
I want to make that
the first time I had somebody cry when I cooked for them, I was like, that's
I want
the
this
reaction.
all the time.
That's the reaction.
That is the
you
peak
aim
of the
for.
mountain.
That's the
you want
pinnacle.
tears. Okay, I don't have an answer quite as good as that. I mean, I feel like if we have friends over, we're thinking movie night. You got to go classic with just like basic popcorn. Like we're thinking we just got done with dinner, right? We've been out.
Well,
we got a great meal.
what was dinner? And how was it prepared?
Steven,
Who did it?
I don't know these answers, man. You were like,
you guys.
Okay, let's
you guys.
paint
You guys are parents.
Let's paint a picture.
no,
You
I
guys
am
are-
a parent.
I'm not a parent.
You're not okay.
I
You're
have no kids.
you're married.
Yeah.
You still have a wife.
So let's see this. Okay,
To
I'll
each
paint you a
other.
picture. We just it's a Thursday, right? It's a Thursday, so people still got to work the next day. But we met some friends out for some drinks at a Bayside eatery, right? We were going for happy hour, right? But we stayed there longer. We're having a good time. We're like, guys, let's just get dinner. Let's just keep this party going, right? So we go there. We have a nice dinner. They serve sushi. They have a sushi chef there, right? I got a nice a tilapia BLT. It sounds unorthodox, but
Are
it
you
actually
making
works.
this up right now, or
yes,
is
I'm
this-
absolutely making this up.
absolutely not.
And I got that.
we did this before we came here.
It's wonderful. It's delightful. We're all having these light meals, so obviously we're not feeling too
a
heavy.
tilapia BLT.
Look, man, I'm not a chef, bro. Look at him. Look at me.
What the is a tilapia?
Hey, okay,
BLT?
Mr. Chef, just go with me. So we'll have these light meals, obviously, with my bacon wrap falafia sandwich. Falafia? Tilapia.
A tilapia
But we still
BLT.
we're still
huh?
thinking, hey man, don't knock it. So we're thinking, you know what? We're still feeling good. It's early. It's 7:45. We got time for a flick. And my wife and I are thinking, we just cleaned the house. The living room's nice and pristine. Let's invite everyone over. Let's do it. But if we've all had a nice, good meal and we're thinking, let's just go for a nice, easy, classic snack, you just got to go for the the actual. We're not taking the cheap bags of popcorn with the butter that's like already ingrained and just throw in the microwave. We're taking actual kernels. You put it in your little microwave compartment that specifically pops your kernels that you poured, and it pours butter over the top and melts.
You
the
have a
butter
popcorn
over.
machine.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
You know.
that's a childhood snack.
Yeah, it is.
That was my favorite activity.
Yeah.
Was popping fresh
Few things
popcorn.
felt so special.
It was like a thing. It was like a contraption.
And it
this
had
big.
the little spout on top.
You put butter at the top because it
Yes.
was hot and it would warm it up.
Yes.
And you poured the kernels in and it would pop, 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 and then come out the side into a bowl.
There's
that
nothing
was
better.
the best experience of a snack.
Right.
100%.
Right? So that is like that nostalgia thing that I love.
I do that now in a Dutch oven and it's not the same.
Really?
It's so...
You
It's
just do
not fun.
basic oil in the bottom, and then you just
Oil.
put kernels.
I put the corn in there and a lid, low heat, and you
It's not
shake
the
up.
same.
You're like shaking up the pan.
'Cause
I'm
you
like,
can't
this
burn.
is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same at all.
That's the thing about
you
snacks.
need that machine.
You
that
can-
machine is.
You can talk about like how good a meal is. You can talk about how well it's prepared. But when you talk about nostalgia by itself, the whole time we've been talking about these overly processed things that will take days off your life, but we still look back on them and they
nostalgic.
resonate with nostalgia.
That is,
And that's one of the things that popcorn maker.
for me. That's like that's everything.
Yeah.
Like when I'm cooking on the show, and I'm like, I want to make a pasta dish. The goal is to recreate the whole process and the look of it,
Right.
so that when somebody sees it, they're like, oh. That's that thing I remember. That's how I remember it looking.
Yeah. It strikes.
And
that
then when
chord.
they make it, there's like, oh, that's how I remember it tasting.
Uh-huh.
That is what I'm in search of all the time.
Right.
Not every recipe is nostalgic,
Right.
but when I'm making a nostalgic thing, that is the goal, right?
Yeah.
To feel that thing.
To strike that chord.
When I made chicken parmesan, the goal was like, how do I get it to taste like I did at that restaurant when I was 5,
Yeah.
where it was like served in this thing.
That
Like
comfort food style.
that's what I'm always in search of,
Right.
and that's why it's funny. Like this podcast has so much to do with that,
Yep.
and it's like we can go on tangents on like Reese's and all that stuff, but like at the end of the day, that's like what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Is to give people that thing where it's like, oh, I remember chicken parm looking like that. That's what I want.
It's
All
not,
right, we only have like 15 minutes left.
They're gonna kick us out.
Because for those of you who are watching and may not have heard, we are in the historic 136.8. It's just fantastic. We have this place until 5. It's 4:45. So right now, we are going to go through some of the childhood snacks that we enjoyed
The staples.
as when we were kids. And we're just going to talk briefly about what we thought about them when we were children. And we're just going to try them on camera. So I feel like we should just jump right in.
Now, this is one of the
Gushers.
ones. We're starting out strong. Steven talked about this. This is his brainchild, this experiment.
Just go ahead and open them all up.
And
We only have
we're gonna go deep because Steven talked about Gushers and how
I thought, okay, so Gushers,
they were the pinnacle. They were the peak,
Un-
right?
innovative,
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yes.
A thing that
They turn your head into a
explodes.
fruit. I saw the commercials.
It explodes in your mouth.
Yeah.
As a kid, this was like the thing I was like, I hoped was in my lunchbox.
Okay.
Right.
But you just recently told us that you had tried these again as an adult. And you know, before you tell that story, I want you to go ahead and try one right now.
Well, first off, let's take a look at what's going on here.
We've already tried the Reese's Thins, and these, you know what?
We've gone
these are
strong.
fantastic.
There's nothing wrong.
There's like not an extra step
Now
that
look
you
at
need
this
to take.
treasure chest that we have in front of Steven right now. We have these bejeweled wonders of the fruity variety.
I mean-
are you introducing me in high school?
Everything about this should make sense.
Right.
It should be good.
It does.
Oh wait, are we trying? Which one color are you trying? Red.
It doesn't matter.
You know what? I didn't get any explosion.
Oh, I got that one.
Green.
Ew.
This is so weird because it can't just be a texture thing. Because I like my eggs like over easy, right? So it's not like but that's exact. It feels like cold, over easy eggs that tasted like processed fruit.
What is that flavor?
Chemicals. That's what that tastes like.
Elon Musk.
It tastes like red.
Flat orange soda. It's just like, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing. It's like this shit was delicious as a kid.
Yeah.
But now
there's
it's so artificial.
It tastes like they put like the syrup in cola inside of a gummy, and it's just, but it's not like the carbonated beverage part. It's just the syrup.
I hate it.
It's a nightmare.
Gushers.
That was like your jam as a kid.
Yeah.
Gushers can be a hard pass for me.
Wow.
All right, next one.
No. Let's go Funyuns. Let's go Funyuns.
You want to go Funyuns?
So wait, before you eat a Funyun, when's the last time you had a Funyun?
It has years.
I want to say I was in grade school.
It's been a long time. So
here's the thing about Funyuns.
Oh, tell me.
I used to love them. And people were like, your breath stinks like shit.
It's like Cool Ranch Doritos, bro.
So I was like, I can't eat Funyuns then.
Right.
My
These are
breath's gonna smell like shit. But
oh my god, they're gonna murder us.
here we go.
oh my god,
Oh, they're so good.
These are the best things.
that crunch is
I gotta
like
eat some more.
that crunch is like no other.
Everyone who's not us should be jealous of us right now because Funyuns are the best thing in the world, and everyone will hate us if we talk to them face to face.
It also has like a pleasant flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys don't have headphones on.
Okay, so Funyuns still obviously they're
Oh yeah.
they're still there, guys. They are as big of a deal that we made them in the 90s.
Okay. I have thrown 2 red gummies in front of you. Can you guys tell which one is Red Vines and which one is Twizzlers?
I know
Yeah.
exactly which
One
is
looks
which.
like shit and
Yeah.
it's cheap.
And it's a red vine. Okay? We know the difference.
Okay, everyone, on the count of 3, I want you to hold up your Red Vines. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
good.
we're all right.
They all look the same.
What
We
is
all
this?
know the danger sense when we're in the wild of what is not good to eat, and it's what looks like this.
You look so weird, man. This is like a alien.
This is an East
Twizzler.
Coast. Is this an East Coast versus West Coast thing?
Are we gonna get roasted?
I don't care.
My wife's pick when we go on road trips is Twizzlers, so I know Red Vines. Okay,
Dude.
let's all go for the Red Vines.
Red Vines taste like off-brand Twizzlers, man.
Dude.
It tastes like
What?
It is like an air freshener. It's not
That is
good.
It's
Horrid.
not good. It's
That is
not,
horrid.
It's not good.
It tastes like
Ah.
an aerosol cherry
Ah.
flavor.
Yeah, it tastes like someone just walked up and sprayed it in my mouth. I'm not a fan.
I'm
right.
sorry.
Ah.
I need a Funyun to wash my mouth.
It's Funny and Chaser. Funny and Chasers.
I was just thinking I needed a Funyun.
You gotta eat a Twizzler to feel great.
Twizzlers.
It tastes like soap. The Red Vine tastes like soap.
This is where it's at.
It's consistency. It's guys. It's the mouthfeel.
Honestly,
It
you know what?
is.
You might be right.
I know. I'm right.
There's a distinct mouthfeel difference.
Guys, I know. All right, guys, we got to move along. You picked out Milano cookies. This is not a childhood thing for me. Is this more of a New York thing?
Milanos are like sophisticated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
For whom?
Pepperidge Farm, right?
Just look at them.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on, we're dealing
okay.
with fake
These things
onions
look
and
incredible.
it's like a child's biscotti. This is like it's rookie biscotti. That's what it is.
I can't open this.
And it's good.
the secret
You
with a
open that.
Milano.
Yeah.
I can't open that.
The secret to a Milano is let it become melty.
Well, how do you do that? Like you leave it in your purse?
Leave it in the sun. That chocolate that melts there.
So before E.L. Fudge was born, Milanos.
Once you can get these like a little bit, like the 2 cookies to move a little bit, it's really delicious.
you need to American Sign Language money.
I literally can't get these snow caps open.
Give it to me.
Do this.
I drew it on my mouth with bicep.
Where are you going? That's partially open.
You guys are
Open
characters, huh?
Open the Sour Patch Kid. Jordan, open the Sour Patch Kid.
Okay.
All right, next up.
Honestly,
next
the Funyuns are the pure
I'm still
winner.
going
Right?
back to
Funyuns are real
too.
good.
Funyuns are the winner already. All right.
All right, next up we got Snow Caps, which
I'm going to be honest. I've never had a snow cap in my life.
what?
Why did we get snow caps?
Breaking
to be
news.
honest?
Have you had snow caps?
Yes, but they were never a big deal in my life.
Have you? Were they a big deal in your life?
No.
Why did we choose? Throw them away. We don't need snow caps.
Okay. We have nerds. Steven, hold out your hand.
You nerds. These
Jordan, hold out
remind
your
me
hand.
of pets. Pez.
Nerds were the brand name candy, right? They're straight from Wonka, but they still felt like off-brand candy.
Yeah.
They weren't enjoyable, but you still ate.
Wait, they weren't?
I didn't like. I wasn't like. I would
I
stuff
just
them in
don't
my face.
understand them.
Yeah, I don't
What the
understand.
f- is
You
this?
understand nerds?
I don't understand why I like them.
You jocks.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you pop one nerd,
No, you don't pop one nerd, you
what
dummy.
the f- is that?
You pop a lot of nerds.
This is bullshit.
Why did you do this? This is the worst.
Did we leave him in charge of getting the candy?
This is terrible.
Mmm.
This is like bad. Are these like some special nerds? These are bad.
Honestly, are you crazy? You really want my backwash so bad?
All right. So nerds are a miss. Nerds are a hard miss. Why did we do that?
All right,
last
last but not least.
we've got everyone's favorite, the old Sour Patch Kids. Straight from the Sour Patch, these children are here to give us both the sweet and sour experience. And I've had these.
The Funyuns are proving that savory beats sweet every f***ing time.
You're not wrong. I think
All right.
we're gonna come to that conclusion.
Sour Patch Kids, here we go. Red, red, yellow. On Felix's end, here we go.
You just miss your mouth.
So we have talked a lot about what snacks look like.
Did we talk about Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay.
we have talked a lot
They're gonna
about.
kick us out of 368, man.
We have
We
talked a lot
4
about
minutes.
what snacks look like as kids and now as adults. We've done the Twitter poll. You know, right now, this is the point in the show where we determine through scientific evidence, or we just straight up decide, were snacks better as kids, or are they better now as adults? You know what, Jordan? You're across from me, so you go first.
I'll answer your question, wizard.
Do it.
Snacks were better as kids. Look,
Oof.
I usually like to wait for my verdict at the end, but I think because they were restricted, because I couldn't go to a grocery store at any time and pick up my bag of Funyuns, it's supply and demand, right? Like, it wasn't supplied to me, so I demanded more of it,
I love it.
right? It's got to be better as kids.
Love it.
Yeah.
Steven, snacks better as kids or as adults? We have 2 minutes left and they're gonna kick us out of here.
They're offensively sweet,
Fair?
kind of disgusting.
Also fair.
Yeah, when you're an idiot kid and you don't know anything better, these all are delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, better as a kid.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? Me, Felix Schrader, determined. Snacks better.
I'm
Yeah.
going to kill you.
That's good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Better as kids.
Unanimous.
It was
I'll
just
take some.
absolutely
I'll
better
take some
as a kid.
arrabiata.
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 Arrabiata. All right, we're going to eat all these snacks and we're going to get the hell out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.